You are listening to the Wells Report. What do you want from me? Jeez. 866-660-5759 is our telephone number. 866-660-5759. Cowgirl in Arlington, welcome to the broadcast. How are you?
Hey, pretty good. You know, maybe there's a party that we don't know about, the Swamp Party of America, because they set up carnival. They're selling, cotton candy and the rides
Sure.
and the boats, and we just don't understand why. They don't understand why we don't understand why that's a problem. So when you bring in the general, I mean, he's going to do access control, which is access of information control, people, places. I think it's perfect because I think that they've had one foot in the White House or whatever, and another foot in the swamp. And I think the one in the swamp is farther. And so Priebus and these guys, cutting through it, JD. What do you do? Sit back and let it fester and let it, crumble?
No. I think that one of the calls, and I can't remember which one it was, but one of the calls had it exactly right.
Boat, yeah.
Well, here it is. He said, look, this is a situation where Trump said, okay, we'll give this 6 months and see how it works. And then it obviously wasn't working, and Trump just cut to the chase and said, okay, I'm going to do this and that and such and so.
Time is too short, JD.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously this was not working.
Yeah, there's no generals in the swamp. I'm just thinking. There's no,
Well, I mean, there is one now, and let's see if he can drain that swamp. Let's see if he can do it. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
In light of the Republican Party failure to do anything about Obamacare last night, have you considered joining a new political party? If so, which one? If not, why not?
Well, is there one called the no labels conservative? Because I just don't think the Republican Party is equates to conservative and family values and the states' rights and
I think
accountability. I mean, I'm appalled.
Yeah, I am too. I'm really, but then again, I've been appalled before. I guess, I've been watching this for a while, and
this is the worst, JD.
Yeah, this is pretty dang bad. They campaigned for 7 years on a very simple repeal of Obamacare from beginning to end. They say, give us the House, give us the Senate, give us the presidency, and we'll get rid of Obamacare. And then we find out that there are snakes in the Garden of Eden, the likes of which we had not seen until it came time for them to vote for real on getting rid of Obamacare. Oh, sure. When they knew that the bill was not going to become law, they had absolutely no problem whatsoever voting for a repeal of Obamacare. But when it came down to crunch time, when it actually mattered, when the Republicans had to stand together and do the right thing, did they? No, they did not. Does this failure give you cause to consider a new political party? Ronald Reagan changed political party. He was a Democrat. He said he did not leave the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party left him. With that being said, has the Republican Party left all of us? I mean, was that not John McCain standing there in the in the Senate chamber, telling us to buzz off, except with more colorful language? Sure looked like it to me. Then he just walks back to his desk all by himself. That is a symbol that is going to last for an eternity. And so John McCain trundles off into irrelevance. But let me ask you this. Does this get you to consider a new political party? If so, which one? If not, why not? Why would you stick with the Republican Party? Because we've seen that at least a significant portion, enough to actually make it happen, a significant portion of the Republican Party well, for all intents and purposes, wants socialized medicine in the United States. It feels like a betrayal to me. Does it feel like a betrayal to you? Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said it's time to move on. 5 really important words. Yeah, I guess it is. They're going to have to do something about tax reform now. Let's get tax reform done. Let's get flat brackets. Let's get a tax process that you can do with a postcard on your kitchen table in about a half an hour. That's what we need to do. We've got all the pieces in place. Let's see if the Republican Party can do something like that. I think they're worthless, but let's see if they can do it. Wouldn't surprise me if they couldn't. Then there's this. It's very cool. The Weekly Standard. You should read this. It's called The Vision Thing. Democrats have it. Republicans don't. The effort by congressional Republicans to repeal and replace Obamacare hit a major roadblock last week. GOP senators on the left and right sides of the caucus declared their opposition to Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's latest proposal. It's hard to blame them for their unease. Obamacare was a hodgepodge of half measures and false starts, but compared with the GOP alternatives, it looked like a masterpiece of symmetry and sophistication. There's a natural inclination to blame particular individuals for the failure. Many theories abound. McConnell didn't write a good bill. Conservatives like Mike Lee and libertarians like Rand Paul were unwilling to compromise. Moderates like Lisa Murkowski were unwilling to follow through on the promises they made when Barack Obama was president, and so on and so on. Without discounting these theories, it's important not to overlook the bigger picture. Namely, the GOP has proven itself over the years to be a poor vehicle for entitlement reform. That's right. They are just as big government politicians as their Democrat brethren. While the Republican Party can generally be relied upon to oppose the statist ambitions of liberal Democrats, it lacks the vision thing, as George H.W. Bush famously put it. The Republican Party does not have a clear, saleable view of what entitlements should do in our society or how they should do them. Little wonder, then, that the effort to offer an alternative to Obamacare has been mostly incoherent. Dominique in Arlington, Texas. Welcome to the Wells Report. Hello.
Well, David, I thank you for taking my call. I haven't talked to you for quite a while. I'm on the road, and I enjoy it. I thank you for taking my call.
Je vous en prie.
John McCain trade is a traitor for the whole country. Just after getting Trump to say thank you for being a patriot and coming back from a hospital bed, which is a total. He came back and he fooled the whole country. He tried. Now, on your question about would you go to another party, I wish that Trump would have the balls to start another party. It's not the party because I would be the first to join the party. I think enough, very few Democrats, because they're all bunch of anyway, very few Democrats, but some Democrats would join a very conservative party if Trump has the balls to start one.
I agree. I agree completely. 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. John F. Kennedy would very likely join a conservative party. Yeah. He was a conservative Democrat. There have been famous ones over the years. Scoop Jackson. There would be people who could look at the Conservative Party of the United States and say, you know what? I'm not into socialism, but I am into a responsible society led by a caring government that might find a home in a conservative party. A Democrat who says, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country, might find a home in a conservative party. Republicans don't have vision. Republicans don't have an idea of what they should do. Republicans are feckless. If they can't come through on a seven-year promise, if the party cannot act together, is it all the party? No, it's not. But I am telling you, those moderate Republicans are, if we're not careful, they could probably do in the country. Because while the rest of the Republican Party would stand up to stop some really ridiculous leftist progressive anti-American thuggery, those moderate Republicans would say, now, wait a minute, let's give them a little bit of time. Let's see if we can figure out if there's a way that they can destroy the country, but leave the Republican Party alone. See, then we'd be there to fight another day. Are you out of your dang mind? 866-660-5759. Let me get to David in Louisville, Texas. David, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Wells Report.
Good evening, JD. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not leaving the Republican Party. I'm smack in the middle of the Republican Party on whatever ideological scale there is. Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, and I guess now John McCain, they have to get out.
Lamar Alexander, we had a whole list of them yesterday. Lamar Alexander.
A whole list of them yesterday. I think this past vote is kind of the deciding factor on where everybody would be. If it was a stand up and be counted moment,
which it was,
they did so.
Yeah, it was a stand up and be counted moment, and they blew it.
Yeah, Collins, Murkowski, and McCain are the ones who decided, we're not part of this. So you've made your statement. Now leave. Yeah,
I got you.
The party is mine. The party is yours. The party is the overwhelming majority of my neighbors. The third party idea is absolutely is horrible. It takes a good 5-6 election cycles to build anything of note.
Well, that is if you do it wrong, David. Like, for example, if I was calling the shots for the Conservative Party of Texas, I wouldn't try to primary out a Republican. I would go to the first thing I would do is I would look for any open seat, and I'd put a conservative in there. That's what I would do. And as these seats came up, as these people in the House and Senate retired, I would have a conservative candidate ready to go and let the people decide. This is the Wells Report on 660 AM The Answer.
Attention business owners. Are you struggling while waiting for your customers to pay on their net 30s, 60s, or 90s? Can't get a business loan because you have no equity, bad credit, or no credit at all? Then you need to call AmeriFactors. Get cash right now for your invoices instead of getting turned down by the banks or taking out a high-interest business loan. There is nothing to pay back. We simply buy your accounts receivable. And if those clients don't pay on those invoices, we take the loss. You have already been paid. We don't give you funds based on your credit. We give you funds based on your accounts receivable. Go buy that new equipment, hire those new employees, or use the working funds to bid on jobs you never thought you could go after. With AmeriFactors, there is no more waiting for your customers to pay. We give you the working funds while we wait for the net 30s, 60s, and 90s. Fund your business today with AmeriFactors by calling 800-698-9150. That's 800-698-9150. Or text FACTOR to 41411. That's FACTOR to 41411. And simply click the link to call and get funds within 48 hours.
Hey, remember the mortgage meltdown of 2008? Have you tried to get a mortgage since then and been turned down? Or maybe you haven't even tried because your credit score is stuck at 585 or your tax returns have too many write-offs. Well, Cash Call Mortgage has great news for you. We've just introduced programs for people who've been told no. And what's doubly exciting is that we can solve your mortgage problems with no closing costs, no points, title, escrow, and no fees.
Wait, Cash Call, are you saying you now have credit and income solving mortgages with no closing costs? Are you kidding?
You heard right. A credit or income-solving loan with no closing costs. Call 855-875-CASH, and we'll work with you to solve your mortgage issues. Make the cash call at 855-875-CASH.
First mortgages Impact Mortgage Corp. DBA Cash Call Mortgage. 1 City Boulevard, Orange, California 92868. NMLS 128231. Equal housing lender. Not licensed in all states. Not available in Washington State. Call 855-657-9910 for licensing, terms, and restrictions.
That's 855-875-CASH.
Amazing to realize, but it's been almost 2 years I've been talking with you about Relief Factor, and I can tell you I've been continually inundated with testimonials. This is Michael Medved, and I've received thousands of testimonials that come in telling me how excited people are to be out of pain, like Bob from Ohio, who writes, I had a herniated disc in my back in 1984. I started taking Relief Factor, and for the first time, I have been completely out of constant, sometimes excruciating pain. I'm now able to work in the yard, around the house, and do my job in comfort. This is a great product. That's the end of the quote. If you're struggling with ongoing back or neck pain, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, or general muscle pain, aches, pains of any kind, do what tens of thousands of others have done so successfully. Go to ReliefFactor.com and order their 3-week quick start for just $19.95. 1-800-500-8384. That's 1-800-500-8384.
You are about to hear from Dr. Douglas Howard. After 20 years and tens of thousands of success stories, Balance of Nature is still the only pure whole food supplement available. Balance of Nature has served more than 500 million servings of fruits and vegetables. Don't accept imitations, copies, or substitutions. Our success stories are unique to Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies. You'll know you have the real thing when you open the bottles and see, smell, and taste real produce.
It is worth every penny I pay because they really have made such a difference in my life. It is making me feel a whole lot better.
Even my doctor thought it was a good product.
Take Dr. Howard's Health Challenge and find out how to get 2 free sets of fruits and veggies. Ship them to you for details.
Call 800-2468-751. That's 800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com.
Use promo code 660AM.
Finding great people to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's time to try ZipRecruiter, where 80% of jobs get a qualified candidate in just one day. How? Using powerful technology, ZipRecruiter matches your job to the right candidates fast. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, only ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio for your free trial. ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio.
You've worked hard for retirement, so it's critical that you protect what you have. In 2008, the stock market crash wiped out 12 years of gains in 17 months. Could you still afford retirement if it happened again? That's why if you're retired or retiring soon, don't miss this free Money Matters retirement seminar. Choose Plano August 1st or Fort Worth on August 2nd. Let Money Matters help create your path to financial peace of mind. Register now at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net or call 800-994-0302.
Learn a little something at the start of your day. The Mark Davis Show. Mornings 7 to 10 on 660 AM. The Answer. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. His name is Jim from Dallas. Jim, welcome to the broadcast.
Hey, back with me on the line. Look, John David, here's the way I feel about it. If there was a viable conservative party, I'd be glad to jump in. But I'm thinking right now, what I'd just like to see is target these rhinos and get rid of them in the primary and move on, because nothing's going to send a bigger message to them than throwing them out of their own house.
I agree, but you got to be careful with this. Okay, let's take a look at this realistically. Lamar Alexander from Tennessee. You could probably get somebody done there because that's mostly a conservative state. But Susan Collins, for example, is it time for us to just identify these people as Democrats and so if a Democrat beats them in an election, it really doesn't make any difference? Is it time for us to declare that? If so, then we can primary Susan Collins, because Maine is a very liberal state. and they're going to elect another Democrat. Now the question is, if Susan Collins can't stand up for this, she can't stand up for anything. Lisa Murkowski, for example. Lisa Murkowski, I think if the right conservative stood up, then she'd get elected. But you got to keep something in mind. Remember that Sarah Palin beat her in a Senate primary, and she ran as an independent and got the write-in win. Okay, so I hear what you're saying, and yes, I agree completely. But once again, you got to be smarter than the politics. You got to be smarter than the anger, and you got to figure out how to pick these people off one at a time. See what I mean? 866-660-5759. You got to do that exactly right. John McCain, chances pretty likely we'll get ourselves a good Tea Party candidate out of Arizona, I hope. If I was in Phoenix doing talk radio, what I would do is I'd be calling for that in a big, big way, because John McCain is probably done. He's certainly acting like he's done. He had a chance to stand up in front of the entire nation and screw over the Republican Party, and he took it. That's a see you later. That is a see you moment. That's a bye-bye. That's a bye-bye moment for John McCain. It's terrible. I've thought a lot about this conservative party thing. And what you would have to do, what you would prefer is a conservative takeover of the Republican Party. But are you seeing how tough this is? Are you seeing how difficult it has been? The Tea Party got stomped on and kicked around and hassled for, 4-6 years. Don't hear much about the Tea Party anymore. But the Freedom Caucus is filled with Tea Party congressmen, all elected from districts where Tea Parties were vibrant and strong. We have to have another run like that. Or 2 or 3 to take over the Republican Party. How many of us are left with the strength to be able to make that happen? How many candidates do we have to put in place where these people might have a chance to win? 866-660-5759, 866-660-5759, the Friday edition of the Wells Report in progress. This is 660 AM The Answer.
Hey, y'all, this is Shane Bell, the co-host of the Dr. Lucy Show.
And this is Dr. Lucy reminding you to tune in each Sunday from 9 to 10 p.m. for the all-new Dr. Lucy Show.
Our goal is to inform, stir the air with perspectives on education, and have a good time in the process.
Visit our website at thedrlucyshow.com for our guest speakers and weigh in on topics you would like to hear explored.
Right here on 660 AM The Answer.
I used to love wearing dresses and shorts. Then I started getting spider veins, and even worse, those embarrassing, bulging, varicose veins. For a while, I covered up my legs. But then I discovered Vein Clinics of America.
Vein Clinics of America is the oldest, largest, most experienced vein treatment center in the U.S. And for 35 years, they've been the leading expert in the treatment of vein disease. Using state-of-the-art laser and minimally invasive treatments, they can begin restoring the natural beauty of your legs in as little as an hour with no downtime, and most treatments are covered by your insurance.
My legs look great and feel great. I even love wearing summer dresses and shorts again.
Make sure your legs look and feel their best for summer. Call now and schedule a free fast-track consultation to find out how you can finally get rid of those embarrassing varicose and spider veins. Space is limited, so call 800-780-1975. That's 800-780-1975. 800-780-1975.
Warning. If you're drowning in debt you can't afford, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to pay it all back, because you don't. What the credit card companies don't want you to know is that there's actually a way to get debt-free without paying off your entire debt or going bankrupt. If you have $5,000 or more in credit card debt, you now have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. For free information, call Credit Associates now. 1-800-600-8199. We'll even show you how much money you could save. If you can't afford to pay off all your debt, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to. Call Credit Associates now for free information on how to get debt-free faster than you ever thought possible, without debt consolidation or bankruptcy. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk. For free information, call now. 1-800-600-8199. That's 1-800-600-8199. 1-800-600-8199.
What's the scariest thing about going to the dentist? Opening your mouth or opening your wallet? Because just a simple cleaning can cost $100, and things like root canals can cost you hundreds more. If you don't have dental insurance to help, you should give Physicians Mutual Insurance Company a call. 1-800-200-9887. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps pay for checkups right away, so you can call today and get your teeth cleaned tomorrow. Plus, it helps cover the more expensive procedures you might need down the road. Fillings, crowns, bridges, even costly dentures. There's no deductible and no annual maximum. Your acceptance is guaranteed for one of these insurance policies, even if you're retired or on Medicare. There are no networks, so you can choose any dentist you'd like. That's right, any dentist you want. Call and we'll rush you a free information kit with all the details. 1-800-200-9887. That's 1-800-200-9887. 1-800-200-9887.
Hey, it's Mark Davis with great news from my friends at Viascan of Las Colinas. They are continuing their 16th anniversary celebration. They just don't want it to end. Well, look, 16 years running of saving lives, I can understand the appeal. And the appeal to you is that you get the $595 price, the 2001 door opening price for the body scan and heart scan put together. Either one of these is thousands at local hospitals. But back in 2001, Viascan said, let's make it affordable. Preventive healthcare that's affordable. A heart scan that will find plaques and blockages so people don't have heart attacks. A body scan that'll find little tiny cancers when they're small and treatable instead of when they're later on inoperable, metastasizing, all of this. So let's get that heart scan and body scan put together for you at 2001 prices. $595 for the heart scan and the body scan put together at Viascan of Las Colinas. 972-739-2840, or just Google Viascan. Go when you feel good. Viascan of Las Colinas. 972-739-2840, or just Google Viascan.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. Think you can't manage the down payment it takes to purchase a new home? Think again. You could move into a $150,000 home with as little as $1,500 down with our 1% down payment option. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.99%, APR 4.19%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030.
Saying I don't know is no longer acceptable. This is 660 AM. The Answer. Tomorrow's front page on the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Telephone number 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. Yeah. The Senate Republicans have sure blown it. They really have. And they've damaged the Republican Party. But we know at least part of the story. Let me give you, and if you have something you'd like to share, join us, 866-660-5759. The question on the table is, in response to the Republican Party's failure to keep their promises, have you considered joining a new political party? If so, which one? If not, why not? 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. I'm tired of the Republican Party letting us down. I'm tired of the Republican Party always having one more step that we got to do. You know? It's like, you go, hey, darling, I'm going to go sail. Well, before you do that, can you can you go ahead and fix the latch on the fence? Sure. Okay, honey, got that taken care of. Can you go ahead and fix that that dripping faucet? Okay. All right, honey. So you got to go. Can you take care of that that hole in the garbage bin? Can you do something about that? It got some sort of amino. By the time you get everything done, you know, you just go grab a beer and sit down and watch sports for the rest of the day. Not that Susan's ever done that for me. Anyway, you get the idea, right? There's always one more step. There's always another catch. Working with the Republican Party is like almost getting what the country needs to be a great country again. Oh yeah, sometimes it's like that rogue wave that sweeps over the Republican establishment. And suddenly for a while, like with Ronald Reagan, we finally get everything we need. The country takes off like a rocket. We're prosperous and we're happy and our freedoms are not under assault. We don't have to worry about what is easily the most incompetent government in the free world screwing up our health care any worse than it already is. Eight 660-5759. You know, and I like the optimism of Donald Trump, who says, we'll just let the thing fail. We'll just let the whole thing implode. And then, of course, you know, the chorus of Democrats, oh, no, we don't want it to implode. Uh-huh. Yeah, because you're trying to save it at any cost, aren't you? Because you want the government to have all that power over us. Oh, really? Oh, so you're a little overweight? Well, Mr. Wells, we're going to have to tell you what to eat for the next 6 months. Yeah, and if you don't comply, we'll just cancel your health care completely. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. You know, you wonder why Charlie Gard and Charlie Gard's dad and his wife just didn't take the kid and walk out of there and just go. Well, because the National Health Service would cancel their insurance for the rest of their lives, just like that. So all you people that are sitting here going, you know, we want a plan like a single payer plan that would take care of pre-existing conditions and so on and so forth. If you don't play political football the way they want you to play, they'll just cancel your system. They'll just cancel your plan. And they'll do so because you're just non-compliant. You're non-compliant. You know, you're non-compliant. Sorry. Yes, I know. It's going to be very, very difficult for you to continue your life as a drummer without your right arm, Mr. Wells. But you know, our protocols for treating this particular disease, this compartmental syndrome that you've got here in your forearm, it requires us to take your arm off. Well, now wait a minute. There's a procedure for this that works that I saw that they're doing in Mexico. It works 100% of the time. Oh, you can't do that. What do you mean I can't do that? I want to save my arm. Well, we don't care whether you want to save your arm or not. You don't get to go use somebody else's healthcare plan. This is an American healthcare plan. This is America. And if you want to go to Mexico to get your arm worked on so you can save it or something or whatever in some risky, crazy clinic down in Mexico, we'll go right ahead and do that. But you might as well stay because we're gonna cancel your health insurance. Oh. Yes, that will happen. Because they're going to call the shots. When Mayor Bloomberg says you can't have a 32-ounce Coke, you won't be able to have a 32-ounce Coke. No salt. Your blood pressure is too high, Mr. Wells. You can't have any salt anymore. Is that the world you want to live in? Well, that's what they're trying to give you. That's what all that applause meant when John McCain, in his ridiculous, dramatic, stupid gesture, gave the moderate Republicans victory that the Democrats dream of. Let me get to Mark in Dallas. Mark, thanks very much for joining us. Welcome to the Wells Report. Hello.
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you.
Good. Listen, I have yet to hear one thing tonight. Yesterday afternoon on Fox, prior to this vote late last night, John McCain and Lindsey Graham, along with a couple of younger senators, appeared on Fox News Network, and Lindsey Graham made the statement that if we pass this thing as it is and we repeal the mandate, which is basically all they would be doing with this skinny repeal, that the Republicans would own the failure of Obamacare. And in my opinion, last night, John McCain took the bullet and allowed those other two Yankee female senators
yes,
to cast the votes that they were going to do anyways, and he took the bullet and allowed everybody else to vote for it, knowing that his vote would be the one wrong. John McCain knows his political career is over due to his failing health. And in my opinion, he took the bullet once more time. And Trump knows the complete failure of Obamacare is the only thing that's going to allow it to change.
I agree. But I don't think there was any nobility in what John McCain did today or did last night. I don't think there was at all. I think it was self-serving. I think it was self-serving political claptrap. That's what I think. Let me get to Carl in Fort Worth. Carl, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Wells Report. Hello.
Yes. You remember about 5 years ago when Mr. Obama took $800 billion out of Medicare and stuck it over into Obamacare to keep it going?
Yes, sir.
Now, nobody's complained, did they? Not anybody.
Oh, lots of people complained, but lots of people complained.
To go bankrupt.
Lots of people complained, but the mainstream media told everybody to shut up, and they did.
And now all that money's gone.
Oh no, it's still there. I mean, it's still there. They're trying to figure out what to do with Medicaid. It's still actually increasing. They're trying to slow down the increase of Medicaid. But what really needs to happen is we need to figure out some way of funding Medicaid so that we've got a means tested at the state level, and you have to give it to the states as either a per capita or a block grant. You have to do it that way, or Medicaid will never work. So that's what I'm hoping finally gets done. 866-660-5759, 866-660-5759. You're listening to the Wells Report here on 660 AM The Answer. I am trying at this particular moment to get a hold of a friend of ours. Jim Blythe is a Navy veteran, is a host of Alliance for the Brave. You can hear him weeknights on 620 AM KEXB. That's our sister station right across the hallway here. They're out at Boots and Salutes, which is a fun-filled USO-style tribute fundraiser that raises money for Hooves for Heroes. Hooves for Heroes. Yeah, we've made contact with Jim Blythe. He's moving away from the band. Okay, he's moving away from the band, and he's trying to get out of lipstick glob range. Well, those 40s singers. I mean, you got to get out of the range of the lipstick globs. And what he's going to do is give us a quick report on just exactly what is going on at Hooves and Heroes for Hooves. Hooves for Heroes. Is he there?
Hey, John David.
Hey, fantastic. Is Hooves and Heroes manned and ready, sir?
Oh, yeah. How about you, buddy? How about you?
All right, man.
Hey,
what's going on out there?
Special report just
yes,
for
sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
I talked with Jeff Hensley, and he said thanks to you and me and Salem Broadcasting, they originally thought they were going to have 125 people. They closed the seating at 350. It was sold out.
Yes.
Almost 3 times.
Outstanding.
Yeah, and I wanted to do the reason I'm calling you nice and late, just to tell you I'm still alive and awake and listening to you. John David, Jeff, thanks both of us, especially you, for being on this program. and how much it meant to him, and it meant to Who's for Heroes, equest.org.
You know, that's a really cool program. That really helps out a lot of people. I told him this. I'll tell this to you, that Ronald Reagan used to say that nothing is better for the inside of a man than the outside of a horse.
Well, but John David, I'm standing here with a horse named Dozier. Dozier was a police horse. He's part Percheron and part thoroughbred. And he is the coolest, biggest doggone thing you've ever seen.
Yeah, that is a big horse. Percherons are big. They're draft horses, and you crossed one of those with a thoroughbred to get Dozier, huh?
Yeah, Dozier is something else. They ought to call him Bull because he's a bear. I put an interview with Dozier on my Facebook tonight. But
yeah,
John David, Jeff Hensley, and all of the people at eQuest wanted to say thank you to you for all you did for them and helping them out. It's really appreciated.
Well, has the flyover happened? Is the dinner going on? What's going on?
Man, it's almost done. I just closed the silent auction a minute ago.
Yeah?
We're going to start shutting down. They'll be dancing till 11, but I got news for you. I think it's pretty well over. And let me tell you, this was the hottest party in Dallas.
Oh, cool. I am so glad.
No, John, this was the hottest party in Dallas. It was 105 out here.
I was just saying that you had to clear the stage to get away from the lipstick globs.
Oh God, man! Let me tell you, it was something else. Great people, great veterans. We had a number of World War II veterans, Vietnam veterans. We had a lot of really, really great people. And when Carolyn Anderson asked for people to make contributions, man, you should have seen the way the hands were going up and people were waving and contributions. I mean, people were so generous tonight. So I want to say thank you to John for all you did, and Vicki, and thank you for Salem Broadcasting for allowing us to really get in there and help these guys.
Tell Jeff Hensley we said thanks, and tell everybody out there, David Halton, all those guys, tell everybody that we said thanks very much for having such a great time, and thanks for the report, my brother.
And I tell you what, if I have any pull at all, which I don't because I was enlisted, man, I'm going to try and get this arranged for next year to be on a Saturday night.
Cool.
Because I want you to come out and have fun.
You know what I want to do? I just want to get on a horse and just walk around. Let's
do.
Yes, sir.
When it cools down a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you and I and Captain Chris Hampton come down here a late afternoon and we'll ride in the trail. We'll trail ride, the three of us.
I'd love to do that, especially with some veterans that were trying to learn their way back to peace and some quiet time in their own minds. I'd love to do that one of these days. We'll have to figure out a way to do that, Jim. What a great idea. 866-660-5759 is our telephone number. By the way, Boots and Salutes, Heroes for Hooves, a therapy program put together by eQuest. Okay? They're for returning U.S. servicemen trying to find peace and quiet in their own head. And nothing helps that better than a good old horse. And this particular Who's for Heroes event tonight was a fundraiser for the upkeep of the therapy horses for eQuest. You can find out more by going to 660 AM, the Wells Report page on 660amtheanswer.com. This is 660 AM The Answer, back with more in just a moment.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-725-1616 now and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you a copy of The #1 Mistakes Retirees Are Making with Their Investments Today and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-725-1616. That's 800-725-1616. Employees of JD Mellberg Financial have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948 or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Hey, remember the mortgage meltdown of 2008? Have you tried to get a mortgage since then and been turned down? Or maybe you haven't even tried because your credit score is stuck at 585 or your tax returns have too many write-offs. Well, Cash Call Mortgage has great news for you. We've just introduced programs for people who've been told no. And what's doubly exciting is that we can solve your mortgage problems with no closing costs, no points, title, escrow, and no fees.
Wait, Cash Call, are you saying you now have credit and income solving mortgages with no closing costs? Are you kidding?
You heard right. A credit or income-solving loan with no closing costs. Call 855-875-CASH, and we'll work with you to solve your mortgage issues. Make the cash call at 855-875-CASH.
First Mortgages, Impact Mortgage Corp., DBA Cash Call Mortgage, One City Boulevard, Orange, California, 92868, NMLS 128231. Equal housing lender, not licensed in all states, not available in Washington State. Call 855-657-9910 for licensing, terms, and restrictions.
That's 855-875-CASH.
Dennis Prager here. And for 2 years now, I've been telling you about my wife, Sue, who tried Relief Factor because of her knee pain, and it worked. This is before I ever even heard about the product. I never endorsed a pain reliever, but now I am. And yes, now I'm taking Relief Factor too. Maybe you've heard me call it a miracle. In fact, listen to what Amanda from Texas wrote. I was having pain in my left thumb area and left side of my leg from my knee about 4 inches up. After about a week of taking Relief Factor, the pain in my leg has gone away. And a few days later, the pain in my left hand is gone. We've gotten thousands of these testimonials. And if you're struggling with ongoing back or neck pain, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, or general muscle aches and pain, do what my wife Sue did. Try Relief Factor. Go to ReliefFactor.com. or call them toll-free 800-500-8384, 800-500-8384.
Ready and reliable, anytime, night or day. When your plumbing's got problems or your drains are clogged, that's when you need AAA. You go to AAA-auger.com.
Is your home ready for summer? Is your water system ready to handle the demands of Texas heat? Are you concerned about high water bills heading into summer? Call the reliable Red and the professional plumbers at AAA Auger Plumbing Services for a free home evaluation, where there's never a charge for coming out and no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays. Call AAA Auger Plumbing Services 24-hour hotline now at 877-999-1979. That's 877-999-1979. So if you need a plumber fast, call AAA Auger Plumbing Services. Some restrictions apply. License M37445.
When your plumbing's got problems or your drains are clogged, go to AAA-auger.com.
660 AM. 660 AM. The Answer. 660 AM. TheAnswer.com. Isn't thinking so much more fun than getting yelled at? The Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. By the way, I was talking to Jim Blythe, who has Alliance for the Brave at KEXB on 620. That's their that is our sister station right across the hallway. Jim Blythe has been doing some great work with the Dallas-Fort Worth veterans community. And Alliance for the Brave is all about that. And on Monday's broadcast, I guess beginning at 6 p.m., he will have Congressman Pete Sessions on his broadcast to talk about the healthcare plan and what's next and so on and so forth. He wanted me to let you know that was happening. So if you are looking for Pete Sessions and the latest from the Republican Party, remember the House of Representatives did their job. But they couldn't pull it off in the United States Senate, at least this time around. What I'm saying is that what you can do is you can join Jim Blythe, Alliance for the Brave, KEXB, 620 AM on Monday beginning at 6 p.m., and you'll be able to hear Congressman Pete Sessions. Coming up in just a couple of seconds, big news from North Korea. What was it? I'll share it next. This is 660 AM The Answer. Back with more in just a moment.
Hey, it's Mark Davis from my friends at Good Feet. And yes, the business is called Good Feet, and they take care of your feet. But in so doing, they take care of foot pain and knee pain and hip pain, even back pain, because it can all be related to your feet and not having the right kind of arch support. Well, the Good Feet stores in DFW, Fort Worth, Plano, South Lake, and Waco, those Good Feet stores are America's arch support experts. Your shoes don't automatically know how much arch support you need. And when I have my Good Feet inserts in my work shoes, in my workout shoes, in my comfy shoes, in my dress shoes, they all feel great. I'm working better, walking better, living life, loving life, because my feet don't hurt. Foot pain, knee pain, hip pain, back pain, they can help with all of these at the Good Feet stores. And they're in Fort Worth, Plano, South Lake, and Waco. And in Fort Worth and South Lake and Waco, they're open Sundays, noon to 5. So learn all about the hours and all the locations at goodfeetdfw.com. Get out of pain today. Goodfeetdfw.com. That's goodfeetdfw.com.
William Noble offers extraordinary estate jewelry, exceptional diamonds, and rare jewels to the world's most discerning customer. But did you know they also purchase jewelry? They purchase diamonds, jewelry, and watches in all sizes and price ranges. Here's William Noble.
We believe that if you have jewelry that you've inherited, you're not wearing anymore, that there's no sense in keeping that in a lockbox or a safe. Bring it to us. We can evaluate for it, give you options. You can always sell it. You can redesign it. You can even trade it. But we will give you the options and educate you what you can do with that jewelry and what we would do if we were in your shoes.
It's one of the many reasons why, for 34 years, people of Dallas-Fort Worth have trusted William Noble, providing the highest standards of design, craftsmanship, and excellence in luxury jewelry. And if you have a piece you'd like to sell, look no further than William Noble. Call them at 214-526-3890. That's 214-526-3890. Or visit williamnoble.com. That's williamnoble.com.
A reminder, we have a free Money Matters retirement seminar in Plano August 1st, Fort Worth August 2nd, or Rockwall August 12th. Find out if you have enough to retire on, how to plan for retirement cash flow, what you can do to help your retirement portfolio grow when possible, while also helping protect it from a stock market crash, the best time to take Social Security, and so much more. Let Money Matters help create your path to financial peace of mind. Register now at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net, or call 800-994-0302.
This is 660 AM, The Answer. A service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM. KSKY, Balch Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth. 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lisa Lucero. White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus speaking out after resigning from his post.
I'm feeling good about the fact that he's making a change that makes him comfortable with moving forward. We had a good talk yesterday. I resigned. He accepted it. And then we started working together and talking quite a few times about who would be a great pick to come in here.
Priebus speaking to Fox's Sean Hannity. President Trump announcing Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly will fill the position.
He's somebody who believes that policy ought to be developed, relying on the people who can provide the best information possible to the president in developing that policy.
Former White House Chief of Staff Leon Panetta. Arizona Republican Senator John McCain will begin chemotherapy and radiation Monday. The 80-year-old was diagnosed with brain cancer 9 days ago. Fox News. We report, you decide.
660 AM, The Answer.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-718-6073 now, and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you the #1 mistakes retirees are making with their investments today, and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-718-6073 to have your free information kit rushed to your door. Again, that's 800-718-6073. Employees of J.D. Melberg Financial have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer.
Thinking about life insurance? What if you could make one free phone call and learn your best price from nearly a dozen highly rated, price-competitive companies? Well, that's exactly what happens when you call SelectQuote Life. For example, George is 40. He was getting sky-high quotes from other companies because he takes meds to control his blood pressure. But when I shopped around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $25 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino. And believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-721-4880. That's 800-721-4880. 800-721-4880. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
At Simple Sleep Services, we believe the best way to treat the serious medical condition of sleep apnea is the easy way. Our team of doctors are experts in providing the least invasive treatment for snoring and sleep apnea, a custom-fit, comfortable solution that you simply pop in before bed each night and wake up feeling refreshed. And it's covered by medical insurance. You don't have to endure the cumbersome CPAP mask or go through the pain and downtime of surgery or implants. We are the most experienced team in the nation providing our treatment. Your diagnosis will be from a board-certified sleep physician using today's latest technology. Let us start you down the path of a restful night's sleep. Visit simplesleepservices.com or call 469-685-1700. Treat your sleep apnea and snoring the simple way. No CPAP, no surgery, no implants, just simple sleep. Go to simplesleepservices.com or call 469-685-1700. Don't spend another night on the couch or sleeping alone. simplesleepservices.com.
You are about to hear from Dr. Douglas Howard. After 20 years and tens of thousands of success stories, Balance of Nature is still the only pure whole food supplement available. Balance of Nature has served more than 500 million servings of fruits and vegetables. Don't accept imitations, copies, or substitutions. Our success stories are unique to Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies. You'll know you have the real thing when you open the bottles and see, smell, and taste real produce.
It is worth every penny I pay because they really have made such a difference in my life. It is making me feel a whole lot better.
Even my doctor thought it was a good product.
Take Dr. Howard's Health Challenge and find out how to get 2 free sets of fruits and veggies. We'll even ship them to you for free. Call now for details.
Call 800-2468-751. That's 800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com.
Use promo code 660AM.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML mortgage banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
For life's aches and pains, choose Blue Emu Continuous Pain Relief Spray. It works fast and it's easy to use. Designed to work odor-free in all those remote areas. It works here. It's odor-free here. It works here. Blue Emu Continuous Pain Relief Spray. Fast-acting, easy-to-use, odor-free pain relief for all those remote areas. Available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and other fine retailers.
660 AM, The Answer. 660 AM, TheAnswer.com. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is The Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to The Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. North Korea fired a ballistic missile today. It was an unusual late-night test. It was a launch from its northern Zhejiang province. The rocket landed in the sea off of its east coast, possibly in Japan's exclusive economic zone. This according to South Korea and Japan. The launch took place at 11:41 p.m., 14:41 GMT. This, according to an official at South Korea's Office of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. U.S. Defense Department also confirmed the launch as a ballistic missile, saying that it was making further assessments. South Korean President Moon Jae-in called a National Security Council meeting for 1 a.m. Saturday. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe also said a National Security Council meeting would be convened. Japanese Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshida Suga said that the North Korean missile flew for about 45 minutes. That is a magic number. That was according to the Washington Free Beacon. This now from Fox News. The two remaining members of the Axis of Evil launched rockets back-to-back in the last couple of days. Both Iran and North Korea blatantly flouted international resolve as each took significant steps towards developing their own nuclear-tipped intercontinental ballistic missiles. North Korea, on Friday, for the second time this month, successfully launched an ICBM into space and had its re-entry vehicle splash down. Friday's rocket landed in the Sea of Japan, 600 miles from the launch pad. However, U.S. officials were still assessing the missile's apex, which more accurately determines just how far the rocket could strike. On yesterday, Iran launched its own rocket based on a North Korean design toward space. These two people are working together, both on warheads and on rockets, just so you know. This is one program. And they are so confident that nobody's going to catch them at it that they're just flouting it in everyone's face. It's incredibly, stupidly dangerous for them to do this. I'll tell you why in a minute. Anyway, the rocket yesterday arced toward space. The Islamic Republic said the launch was a success, but U.S. assessments pegged the Iranian posture as propaganda. Officials believe the Iranian rocket suffered a catastrophic failure and likely blew up on its way to space. Neither missile posed an imminent threat to North America. However, the North Korean launch drew a swift response from the Pentagon. Our commitment to the defense of our allies, including the Republic of Korea and Japan, in the face of these threats remains ironclad, said Captain Jeff Davis, the spokesperson for the United States. We remain prepared to defend ourselves and our allies from any attack or provocation. While North Korea is actively and openly engaged in trying to perfect its ICBM technology so that the rocket could one day be topped with a nuke and potentially launched at foes around the globe, Iran's program is far more secretive. Following the landmark Iran nuclear deal signed 2 years ago and championed by the Obama administration, Iran's development of a nuclear weapon was believed to have been pushed back significantly. But officials believe that Thursday's launch of a space vehicle carrying a satellite payload was merely a test of technology that could be easily adapted as an ICBM. The Trump administration, which has railed against the Obama-brokered nuclear deal, moved today to impose additional sanctions on Iran due to the ultimately unsuccessful rocket test. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said the sanctions illustrated deep U.S. concerns about Iran's missile testing and other actions. He said the U.S. would continue countering Iran's basic ballistic missile program, including the provocative space launch. The U.S. has said the launch flouted a United Nations Security Council resolution because the technology is inherently designed to be able to carry a nuclear payload. The North Korean launch had been expected by U.S. analysts who initially believed the launch date would be Thursday, the 64th anniversary of the signing of the armistice that ended fighting in the Korean War. But bad weather apparently scuttled the launch. It was moved back to today. Some of the analysis is coming out regarding that particular launch from North Korea. Apparently, there is a feeling that it is possible that North Korea may have just shown a capacity, a capability, if you will, to strike at the continental U.S. The specter of war loomed over the Korean peninsula as the U.S. Army and South Korean allies fired a barrage of large missiles into the waters off South Korea, an exercise intended to be a warning and a direct response to North Korea's test of an effective intercontinental ballistic missile. The Army fired 13-foot-long missiles from the Army Tactical Missile System, or ATACMS, at a long-range surface-to-surface precision strike weapon system into South Korea's territorial waters. This is according to a statement from the Korean-based U.S. 8th Army. The test came just hours after North Korea's test of an ICBM, which analysts said for the first time displayed the capability to exceed 10,000 nautical miles in range. That's not nautical miles, that's kilometers, okay? That's a distance capable of potentially threatening New York or San Diego. Following the launch, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Joe Dunford, and Commander U.S. Pacific Command, Admiral Harry Harris, called the Republic of Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman, General Lee Sun-jin, according to the Pentagon. During the call, Dunford and Harris expressed the ironclad commitment to the U.S. Republic of Korea alliance. This according to a Pentagon release. The three leaders also discussed the military response options, which brings me to you. Because of remarkable stupidity on the part of the Clinton administration way back when a Democrat president assured us that the nuclear weapons program of North Korea had been shut down to a virtual halt, only to find a few years later that they were blowing up holes in the granite mountains of North Korea with nuclear weapons, of course. Since we know they've got a nuclear warhead, and since they have been indeed working on miniaturizing it, and since they do have a vibrant, if not actually capable, intercontinental ballistic missile program, all that remains now is to assemble those pieces into an operating system and then demonstrating it. This particular circumstance has been faced before by many different international actors. The former Soviet Union had to figure out exactly what they were going to do with the United States when the United States demonstrated an intercontinental ballistic nuclear weapons capability. Likewise, the United States had to do the similar thing when the Soviet Union demonstrated its capabilities. This happened close enough at the same time. It was really only about 3 or 4 years apart that an idea called mutually assured destruction was relatively easy to understand and embark upon, which would rule the Cold War for decades, like 3.5 decades, in fact. In this particular case, we have a rogue regime run by a crazy person developing nuclear weapons with incredibly important strategic targets within easy striking distance of those weapons. Not just the weapons themselves are a concern, but the propaganda victory that would be the North Korean aim for all of this, hopefully, unless, of course, they actually want to, if they want to obliterate Tokyo or Seoul, which they may want to do, or San Diego, or New York. Being able to destroy New York would be a serious propaganda victory. This apparently is something that they would do, is they would fly their missile essentially backwards against the Earth's rotation and over the pole to get to New York. In the case of South Korea and Japan, they are a few $1 billion away from an instant nuclear capability. Japan politically has said it will never have anything to do with nuclear weapons, but they may not get a choice in that. That's an easy thing to say right up until you've got some crazy man looking down your throat with a nuclear Alka-Seltzer that he wants to stuff in your mouth. I don't believe that South Korea has too much of a problem with that, although their current liberal president wanted to tell the Americans to keep their THAAD anti-missile system out of their country. That request, by the way, was denied. Now, I understand this importance for there to be national, some national sovereignty and all that. I understand national sovereignty. I got that. But you see, if North Korea takes out your capital, that's World War III. That means that other people are involved in your little corner of the world, which means that if the United States can put a missile system in there to knock down those missiles before they turn Seoul into a smoking hole in the earth, I don't give a tinker's dang what you think or what you say. We're going to install the missile system. It's a world peace thing. Pretend you're a Miss World contestant. How about that? Same thing with Japan. It is, however, time for us to get out of Japan's way, allow Japan to start using its economic might, to start building a navy and an air force and an army again, so that they can defend themselves. Because it looks like with China standing on the sidelines, either North Korea is going to become more bellicose or something else will happen. What is that something else? I will explain that in just a moment. You are listening to the Wells Report. This is 660 AM The Answer.
How will the future affect the money decisions you make now? Find out Saturday morning with Jerry Tuma and John Criswell on Smart Money. Smart Money will bring you the latest information regarding financial markets and what it means to you and your investment and retirement portfolio. Not knowing could be costly. Smart Money, a voice of experience and integrity, with Jerry Tuma and John Criswell. Saturday mornings at 8 on 660 AM. The Answer.
Hi, everybody. Dennis Gibbs here. You know, the boat guy. Talking about boats, boating, lakes, marinas, and, well, if it floats, we talk about it. The advice we give is the best you will ever hear. They call it expert advice. Between myself, Boating Royalty, Lake Level Ginger, and Brother Strick, you hear only intelligent talk. Join us every Saturday at 6 p.m. on 660 AM The Answer, the Big Boat and Outdoor Show, brought to you by DallasBoatsForSale.com.
What's the scariest thing about going to the dentist? Opening your mouth or opening your wallet? Because just a simple cleaning can cost $100, and things like root canals can cost you hundreds more. If you don't have dental insurance to help, you should give Physicians Mutual Insurance Company a call. 1-800-200-9887. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps pay for checkups right away, so you can call today and get your teeth cleaned tomorrow. Plus, it helps cover the more expensive procedures you might need down the road. Fillings, crowns, bridges, even costly dentures. There's no deductible and no annual maximum. Your acceptance is guaranteed for one of these insurance policies, even if you're retired or on Medicare. There are no networks, so you can choose any dentist you'd like. That's right, any dentist you want. Call and we'll rush you a free information kit with all the details. 1-800-200-9887. That's 1-800-200-9887. 1-800-200-9887.
Attention business owners. Are you struggling while waiting for your customers to pay on their net 30s, 60s, or 90s? Can't get a business loan because you have no equity, bad credit, or no credit at all? Then you need to call AmeriFactors. Get cash right now for your invoices instead of getting turned down by the banks or taking out a high-interest business loan. There is nothing to pay back. We simply buy your accounts receivable, and if those clients don't pay on those invoices, we take the loss. You have already been paid. We don't give you funds based on your credit. We give you funds based on your accounts receivable. Go buy that new equipment, hire those new employees, or use the working funds to bid on jobs you never thought you could go after. With AmeriFactors, there is no more waiting for your customers to pay. We give you the working funds while we wait for the net 30s, 60s, and 90s. Fund your business today with AmeriFactors by calling 800-698-9150. That's 800-698-9150. Or text FACTOR to 41411. That's FACTOR to 41411. And simply click the link to call and get funds within 48 hours.
Futures and options trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for all investors.
Fire the stockbroker and hire yourself. I'm Larry Levin, and I've been on the trading floor for 23 years. I was one of the biggest traders in the S&P pit. I'm also the president of Trading Advantage, the leading educational firm teaching people how to become professional day traders. Now, for a limited time, I'm offering one of the trading techniques I use to make $1.9 million for free. Invest in and control your own future. Get started right now by calling 800-914-5567. Leave your email address on my voicemail, and I'll email you my free trading technique and daily insider's market report at no cost to you. This is the very information I use to build my fortune.
I was getting ready to retire. I still needed to make extra income, but I didn't want to work for anyone else. Because of Larry and his excellent instructors, I can trade successfully for myself, and I'll never have to work for someone else again.
Fire the stockbroker and hire the most dependable person you know. You. Again, call in the next 90 minutes. Leave your email address on my voicemail. 800-914-5567. 800-914-5567.
Mike Gallagher here for Relief Factor. You might be asking, who should consider ordering Relief Factor? Well, anyone with pain that's keeping them from doing things that bring joy to their life. Maybe taking a long walk, not having the pain, riding a bike, playing golf again without pain, opening a jar or sewing or using a hammer, even rolling out of bed every morning without pain. For me, I had hip replacement. And then I had a little bit of a scooter accident in New York, left me miserable, aches and pains until I started taking Relief Factor. Heard about them on the radio. I started to take Relief Factor, a packet in the morning, a packet in the evening. You know what? I was completely pain-free. I want to prove it to you by you taking the 3-week quick start from Relief Factor. It's only $19.95. Do you know 80% of those who take the quick start order again? We know it works. So if your pain isn't worth the price of a cup of coffee a day to lower, then you're not in much pain. If it is worth it, try the 3-week quick start. ReliefFactor.com, ReliefFactor.com, or call 800-500-8384, Relief Factor.
660 AM, The Answer. Only for Texas. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. And so, North Korea and Iran are working as hard as they possibly can to create a nuclear weapons system based on intercontinental ballistic missiles. As I said, in the years of the nuclear age, the world's great powers have been nuclear powers. And they have had to consider just exactly what the realities were when additional people with nuclear weapons started showing up. But they've mostly shown up in pairs. The most recent of which were the state of India and Pakistan. India and Pakistan essentially came up with their nuclear weapons programs together, which was fortunate because it brought back in mutually assured destruction. India came up with a nuclear weapons program first, and then Pakistan very shortly thereafter, thanks to A.Q. Khan, who is the bad guy in this piece. If there is a third world war and if millions of people die in nuclear holocaust, it's going to be because of A.Q. Khan, just in case you want to blame someone. But the question for us here is this. If indeed North Korea comes up with a viable weapons program, a weapons system, the question becomes, should the United States attack? Yes or no? And why? And how should that attack look? Should that attack be a nuclear one because of the nuclear weapons involved? Or should it be a conventional attack, destroying military targets, rocket launching facilities, whatever is necessary to be able to keep the system operating and viable? One of the things about nuclear weapons is that they are not actual weapons or usable weapons in virtually any case. They are unusable because of the political ramifications. Just as the Americans did in 1945, the use of weapons of mass destruction like nuclear weapons. The use of those weapons against a strategic target like Hiroshima and Nagasaki propels you through a door from which there is no return. The world changed when those explosions happened. And it remains changed to this day. Not only did the world change, but the nature of nuclear warfare changed. It was no longer just another weapon. It became the nightmare weapon of nuclear holocaust. If North Korea develops a nuclear weapon, a weapons system based on ICBM technology, the United States will be compelled to act. Because the actual possibility of a nuclear attack against Seoul or Tokyo at the whim of someone like Kim Jong-un is too much of a risk to leave unanswered. That's the way I see it. You're listening to the Wells Report. This is 660 AM The Answer.
I used to love wearing dresses and shorts. Then I started getting spider veins, and even worse, those embarrassing, bulging, varicose veins. For a while, I covered up my legs, but then I discovered Vein Clinics of America.
Vein Clinics of America is the oldest, largest, most experienced vein treatment center in the U.S. And for 35 years, they've been the leading expert in the treatment of vein disease. Using state-of-the-art laser and minimally invasive treatments, they can begin restoring the natural beauty of your legs in as little as an hour with no downtime, and most treatments are covered by your insurance.
My legs look great and feel great. I even love wearing summer dresses and shorts again.
Make sure your legs look and feel their best for summer. Call now and schedule a free fast-track consultation to find out how you can finally get rid of those embarrassing varicose and spider veins. Space is limited, so call 800-780-1975. That's 800-780-1975. 800-780-1975.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Message and data rates may apply.
Attention, it is illegal to text and drive. So if you're experiencing hair loss and you want a permanent solution, please pull over now, because an incredible offer that could give you your hair back is just one text away. Bosley is the world's most experienced hair restoration expert, always pioneering the latest technology. And now, we're giving everyone who texts the word GROW to 543-543 an absolutely free information kit that reveals just how easy and affordable this permanent solution really is. Don't wait. When you text GROW to 543-543, we'll also give you a gift certificate for $250 off. Millions of men and women have come to Bosley for a permanent solution to hair loss. So pull over now and see for yourself how great your hair could look with an absolutely free information kit. Text GROW to 543-543. Plus, get a free gift certificate. This amazing offer is just one text away. GROW to 543-543.
Are you concerned about your prostate? Do you pee more often than you used to? Be honest, is there a drop in your romantic life? You need to call for a free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. With Super Beta Prostate, you'll have less urges to urinate, less waking at night, and an improvement in your romantic life guaranteed. Try it free. Pay only shipping and handling. Call 1-800-467-4959. 1-800-467-4959. 1-800-467-4959.
At Progressive, we think your handbag business with the reversible top notch is top notch. In fact, there's no other notch at the tippity top your top notch doesn't top. But even at the top, you didn't stop. You copped Progressive Business Insurance. With over 40 years of expertise helping non-stop and top-notchers notch spots at the top. Now, break out your stopwatch and hopscotch to ProgressiveCommercial.com. Because this is one opportunity you don't want to botch. Progressive Casualty Insurance and Affiliates.
Sean Hannity here for my friends at Generator Supercenter, the great American story. Now, this started in 2005 with two brothers selling and repairing generators out of their garage in Texas. Today, they are the #1 Generac dealer in the nation. #1 means more savings for you. When the power goes down, keep your home or business up and running with a Generac standby power system from the Generator Supercenter. Financing available, payments as low as $100 a month. GeneratorSupercenter.com. That's GeneratorSupercenter.com.
You've worked hard for retirement, so it's critical that you protect what you have. In 2008, the stock market crash wiped out 12 years of gains in 17 months. Could you still afford retirement if it happened again? That's why, if you're retired or retiring soon, don't miss this free Money Matters retirement seminar. Choose Plano August 1st or Fort Worth on August 2nd. Let Money Matters help create your path to financial peace of of mind. Register now at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net, or call 800-994-0302.
If you've got questions, we've got answers. 660 AM. The Answer. Now, the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. It could be my imagination, but for some reason, I'm getting the feeling that driving in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas is getting worse, not better. Do you agree? 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. Do you believe that the driving in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas is getting worse and not better? The reason I'm asking is because, well, the Dallas Morning News came up with this article that I have a real concern about. Driverless cars will be put to the test on Texas roadways. Now, arguably, if you're driving anywhere near where I'm driving at the time that I'm driving there, driverless cars have been on Texas roadways for quite some time. Of course, that may just be a subjective statement about the possible capabilities of the persons attempting to drive those cars, as opposed to them actually being driverless cars. That being said, last month, Governor Greg Abbott signed a bill into law that lays the groundwork for autonomous vehicles and how they'll be able to operate on Texas roads. The new law allows testing and operation of high and full automation AVs on public roadways, but it also requires that those driverless vehicles comply with all traffic laws and be insured. Long before the bill was signed, Texas had been working to be a leader when it came to the future of self-driving cars. Darren Anderson, TxDOT's Director of Strategy and Innovation, said the agency is just one of many preparing for the future of autonomous vehicles. We are a player, but there are many involved in the who and what of what we need to do, he said. It goes to education. How's it going to change the workforce? What skills will be needed? What skills will change as they being driverless cars, become more and more prevalent? This is where I start diverging from the happy news of driverless cars. Automated vehicles could also decrease the number of crashes, many of which are caused by human error. There's an old joke about some fighter pilots from Saudi Arabia learning how to fly F-15 Eagles. This apparently at Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada. They had worked for a long time, and they were trying to figure out just exactly how they could get some rest, and they finally got a nice vacation, a couple of weeks. And they thought what they'd do is they'd rent an RV and go driving around America, looking at the very cool things in the American West, Grand Canyon, Monument Valley, maybe even as far away as the Rocky Mountains. So they rented their recreational vehicle, their RV, and they started off down the road. And a few hours later, the training squadron commander got a phone call saying that their Saudi pilots had been involved in a pretty bad traffic accident, and they needed to come and pick them up and bring them home. They were not badly injured, but they were indeed injured, and they were beaten up pretty bad, and they needed to go back to Nellis Air Force Base, for medical attention. Commander said, fine. headed out there, and sure enough, they found out that the entire RV had run off the road and rolled over a couple of times, et cetera, et cetera. Interviewing the pilots, the CO said, well, what exactly happened? And they said, well, we drove out of town and everything was fine, and then we switched on the autopilot and the damn thing crashed itself. The commander said, are you talking about cruise control? I'm reasonably sure that driverless cars, like they have everywhere else they've been tried, will either kill people by running over them because for whatever reason the programming just didn't comport with what the driverless cars were confronted with, or everything will go along fine through the testing phase. These dang things will show up on the road as an option where you actually do have an option for automatic pilot, where you actually can get in your car, dial in the Grand Canyon, and the thing will take you there. I suppose at some point it will very likely be able to follow traffic and not run things over, but I'm not expecting me to ever own one of those cars or ever use it if it became something that was standard equipment. I like to drive. Driving is fun. I enjoy driving, and I'm not going to let some silicon-based life form take my life in its hands for any reason whatsoever. Out of the dang question. I'm sort of kind of wondering if you feel that way too. But I have a better question. Would automatic or automated driving cars make driving in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas safer or more dangerous? 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. You can see from my rather poor attitude. I mean, I had to fight with too many Windows-based computers to allow one of the dang things to run my car, especially at 65, 70 miles an hour. Are you nuts? I have a rather narrow-minded viewpoint about somebody else driving my car in the first place, let alone some high-speed idiot with the initials IBM. Would automated cars, would automatic driving cars, would cars with autopilot make driving in Dallas-Fort Worth more or less dangerous? 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. I think this is a possibility in search of a problem. This is a solution in search of a problem. I really don't believe that we need cars with autopilot. 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. Would driverless cars with autopilot, make driving in Dallas-Fort Worth more or less dangerous? 866-660-5759. Notice what they say. Automated vehicles could also decrease the number of crashes. They're not going to decrease the number of crashes. They're not. And the thing about it is the dang thing. Okay, so you're driving down the road in your car that's on autopilot. You're driving down the road in your car, and it crashes into something. Who's responsible? You or the maker of the autopilot? 866-660-5759. Jim in Fort Worth, Texas. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Wells Report. Hello.
Thank you. Hey, So I was telling the woman there, I moved here from California last year.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I grew up there, and people there don't drive good. Everyone knows that. You know, LA is pretty bad. This place is a breed of its own. Nowhere I've ever been in the States do people drive this bad. They're horrible.
It's well, actually, stay out of Louisiana, because Louisiana is far worse.
Right, I heard that report.
It's absolutely and completely true. And by the way, LA used to be so easy to drive on freeways. For some reason, I don't know exactly how they did it, but they lost it. They lost all of those rules that they used to follow in LA. Like, for example, someone on an on-ramp coming onto the freeway had the right of way instead of the other way around, so that you had to get out of the way of somebody coming onto the freeway because you can't look two directions at the same time.
Yeah, it's pretty bad there. But like I said, you know, going back to your computer driving AI deal, I would argue that would probably save some people, because I'm not sure over 50% of the population in DFW area is actually driving their car to begin with. I'm pretty sure they're just staring at their phones. That's the way they drive. So, you know, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Welcome home, Jim. Good to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us. Drew in Fort Worth, Texas, you're next up on the Wells Report here on 660 AM The Answer.
How you doing, David? Hey, you just take consideration of all the people that run through the construction zones.
Yes.
You know, 60, 70, 80 mile an hour, and it's well posted. 50. Are these autonomous cars, are they going to slow down and read that it's in a construction zone to run 50 mile an hour side by side because they can't pass each other?
You know, I don't know how this is going to work. All I know is that the only car company in the United States that actually has any kind of functioning production system is Tesla, and so far Tesla's killed 2 people.
Well, I drive for a heavy-duty wrecker service here in Fort Worth, and it's outrageous, the cars and the trucks and the overall carnage that's picked up on a daily basis and brought to our yard. And I can't see it being nobody behind the wheel, because, you know, half the accidents nobody wants to claim fault for anyway. It was always somebody else's, so that's just another edge somebody's going to have. So I wasn't driving the car. You know, I didn't kill that person.
Sure.
You know? So.
Sure. Which brings back the horrible, terrible days of no fault car insurance, which of course was everyone's fault, car insurance.
Well, it runs so rampant out here now. You know, 80% of the people out here you pick up big trucks for, and that's what I do. And you hear these smaller guys talk all the time that, you know, the guy was pulled over with no insurance.
Yes, of course.
No license,
sure.
It's become tolerant county instead of terrorist county, because they're not doing anything with the people. They're turning them loose, sending them right back out there on the street. So.
Yeah, tolerant county. I like that. 866-660-5759. Let's get to Tom in Dallas. Thanks for joining us. What do you think? What do you think? Automated autopilot cars.
I think we're going to have a lot more problems if it was all automatic cars.
Yeah.
And they could deal with each other.
Yeah.
You're dealing with automated cars and people who do illogical things.
Yes. Yeah, this is not good. This is a very bad thing.
Yep. And let me throw in one other thing to you.
Sure.
I'm a CDL driver. I drive 80,000-pound trucks. They're going to be automated too.
Yeah, and it's like, once again, when they run over you, not if, when they run over you, whose fault is it?
Oh, absolutely. That's the other thing that they haven't figured out yet. It's the legality issue, which you kind of alluded to.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a bad mess. I mean, this is going to be a really, really, really bad mess. 866-660-5759, 866-660-5759. Driverless cars. They're going to be put to the test on Texas roadways. Not. God, please just say no. Just say no. Dennis in Dallas, what do you think real fast?
I think it'd be a good idea. I think too many people have no common courtesy out here.
Yeah.
Everybody tailgates. And I'm a record driver, and I see the accidents every day. I think that with the automatic pilot, they would keep the distances between cars. We wouldn't have the traffic jams, and we wouldn't have the accidents.
The only thing I can tell you, Dennis, is the last time I saw automatic cars driving together, they were about 3 feet apart. That's really scary. You're listening to the Wells Report. This is 660 AM The Answer.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. We have an idea, a celebration featuring you and some special guests. Join us for an evening with Mark Davis, Wednesday, September 20th, Austin Ranch in Grapevine, featuring Colonel Alan West, Cowboys legend Daryl Moose Johnston, and my talk show brother, Mike Gallagher. Tickets on sale now at 660amtheanswer.com. A great dinner and an evening of radio stories, hot topics, unpredictable moments. An evening with Mark Davis. Join us September 20th. Tickets on sale now at 660amtheanswer.com.
Sponsored by AAA Auger Plumbing Services and Southwest Office Systems.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Madison Reed, and my mom named her revolutionary hair color company after me. My mom taught me that women can do anything they set their mind to.
Hi, I'm Madison's mom, Amy Errett. I founded Madison Reed with the idea to create luxurious, ammonia-free, salon-quality, at-home hair color that saves women time and money. In under an hour and for less than $25, Madison Reed delivers gorgeous, multi-dimensional, shiny hair. I'm proud to say Madison Reed is a female-led company. From our chief marketing officer to our master colorist, we're all women and top experts in our field. Founded in love, we are a hair color company led by women, made for women. Find your perfect shade at madison-reed.com and get 10% off plus free shipping on your first color kit. Use code GRATEFUL. That's code GRATEFUL.
Try it. Love it. That's the beauty of Madison Reed.
Bingo.
Hey, everybody. Mark Davis with news from the world of foundation repair, and what a busy world that is. I want to tell you about the folks I have used, Abacus Foundation Repair. They've been serving North Texas with the highest quality foundation repair solutions for 17 years. It's all about peace of mind. You don't want foundation problems. When they're solved, you want them solved right. You want an elite state-of-the-art solution for your home, and they've got it. Abacus Foundation Repair, Millennium Composite Pilings, the only DFW foundation repair contractor that has this advanced system. And here's something they want you to know. They have an A+ from the Better Business Bureau and a lifetime warranty insured by a $2 million products and services policy per project. $2 million backing up their work. You can be 100% certain your foundation will be repaired right the first time. So get in touch, 972-406-9000. Call the right company first. Abacus Foundation Repair. Count on them. Get it? AbacusFoundationRepair.com. 972-406-9000.
Ever since Big Tobacco was sued for deceiving millions of Americans with misleading ads and bogus scientific claims, ordinary Americans have been paying the price in insurance costs, health care, and loss of friends and loved ones. And now, Big Tobacco must pay. Over 25 years ago, these tobacco companies agreed to a master settlement agreement where a minimum of $206 billion was to be awarded to 46 state municipalities. These billions are being used to back interest-bearing investment vehicles by states who are receiving that settlement money from Big Tobacco. Savvy investors have been taking advantage of these investments to get virtually guaranteed income, and now you can find out how to get your share. Visit TobaccoMasterPayments.com. Money Map Press, an independent financial publisher, and editor Keith Fitzgerald have created a research presentation on these programs that you can attend free. Visit TobaccoMasterPayments.com for more information and to view the presentation. Visit TobaccoMasterPayments.com. That's TobaccoMasterPayments.com.
William Noble offers extraordinary estate jewelry, exceptional diamonds, and rare jewels to the world's most discerning customer. But did you know they also purchase jewelry? They purchase diamonds, jewelry, and watches in all sizes and price ranges. Here's William Noble.
We believe that if you have jewelry that you've inherited, you're not wearing anymore, that there's no sense in keeping that in a lockbox or a safe. Bring it to us. We can evaluate for it, give you your options. You can always sell it. You can redesign it. You can even trade it. But we will give you the options and educate you what you can do with that jewelry and what we would do if we were in your shoes.
It's one of the many reasons why, for 34 years, people of Dallas-Fort Worth have trusted William Noble, providing the highest standards of design, craftsmanship, and excellence in luxury jewelry. And if you have a piece you'd like to sell, look no further than William Noble. Call them at 214-526-3890. That's 214-526-3890. Or visit WilliamNoble.com. That's WilliamNoble.com.
You're unique, so why is your mattress one size fits all?
because a custom mattress costs thousands until now. Hi, I'm Christian von Rickenbach, founder of HelixSleep.com, where you can buy a mattress online, customized for you for hundreds of dollars instead of thousands. Go to HelixSleep.com, answer a few simple questions, and we build you the most comfortable mattress you'll ever sleep on. Shipping is free, and you have 100 nights to try it out. Go to HelixSleep.com/talkradio and get $50 off your order. HelixSleep.com/talkradio.
660 AM, The Answer. 660 AM, TheAnswer.com. The Wells Report with John David Wells. Must hear radio on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. Do you know who June Foray is? June Foray. I've actually interviewed June Foray. She was the voice of Rocky in Rocky and Bullwinkle.
And at a top-level meeting in Washington, D.C., an ace investigator was put on the job.
Inspector, somebody somewhere is draining off America's brain power. Do you think you can solve the case?
It's child's play, Professor.
Well, what did you find out?
I found out that you can use a magnifying glass to give people a hot foot.
Oh!
Yes, the detective was now as dumb as the scientist. It seemed that the smarter the investigator, the dumber he became.
That's it, gentlemen. We must start from the opposite direction. We have to find a sleuth with no brain to affect. We need the services of the greatest numbskull in America. And that's...
No, you're getting ahead of the story.
Ooh.
Well, the great hunt was on. Government files were ransacked for the names and records of every clodpole, dimple, and schnook in the country. Finally, the choice was made.
Gentlemen, upon this one nitwit rests the fate of our entire nation.
And his name?
Bullwinkle Moose, Frostbite Falls, Minnesota.
The reason I'm laughing is because, after a search like that, have them go through the computers and so on and so forth and send out a letter and have my name not be on it, it's a real relief. Anyway, June Foray is the voice of Rocky the Flying Squirrel in Rocky and Bullwinkle. She left us at age 99. This is the Wells Report.
Hey, it's Mark Davis from my friends at Simple Sleep Services. If snoring is a problem in your life, and if it's a problem in your life, it's a problem for everybody in your life. Let's get the simplest, least invasive solution. That's what they did for me at Simple Sleep Services. What you have with Simple Sleep is a way to avoid implants and surgery and the CPAP device by just calling 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. They're in Dallas and Fort Worth. Insurance covers most folks. It's the Somnodent device. Simple appliance. They make it for you. They did one for me. You take it home, you pop it in, kiss your wife goodnight, and silent night. Absolutely fantastic. Diagnosis from a board-certified sleep physician. They have a home sleep study, so you're not in some lab. Call them for more information. 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. SimpleSleepServices.com. Wonderful people. I'm so glad I met them, and you will be too. 469-685-1700 or SimpleSleepServices.com.
I have actually been on Balance of Nature for a year now. I have MS, and I recently had an MRI. This is the first year that I've had a stable MRI, so I'm thrilled. When I have an MRI with MS, usually there are glowing spots that come through, which is damage on the nerves in my brain and my spinal cord, and when they're glowing, it means they're active. And then my last MRI, they pulled it up, and I honestly couldn't believe that it was my MRI. There was nothing glowing. And in fact, the dark spots were shrinking. They were healing. And the doctor actually said to me, I think we're in remission. I was so happy. I had no idea that that could be my reality.
Take Dr. Howard's Health Challenge and find out how to get 2 free sets of fruits and veggies. We'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660AM.
Big Town is back. Don't miss premier gun shows at Big Town this weekend. Big Town is back with over 700 tables of guns, knives, ammo, and accessories. Come and buy, sell, or trade. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking for that special piece to add to your gun, knife, ammo, or military collection, we have it all under one roof. Visit our website at
checkity-doo-dah-checkity-yay. Something interesting coming out of the Department of There's something interesting coming out of the Department of Justice regarding gun statistics and drug statistics. On the next edition of the Wells Report, I'm going to try to explain why gun prosecutions are up nearly 23% in the Trump administration, while drug enforcement, apparently there are fewer arrests. Isn't that strange? Why would that be? Actually, I think I have the answer, and I'll share it with you next time on the Wells Report. Mark Davis, you incredible human being. Good Monday morning, sir. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Coming up on the Wells Report, we're going to talk about some very strange statistics coming out of the Department of Justice. Apparently, gun prosecutions are up, drug prosecutions are down. Just exactly what does Attorney General Jeff Sessions have to say about that? Well, we'll tell you, and we'll tell you what it means next time on the Wells Report.
U.S., anywhere from Los Angeles to Chicago. Fox News, we report, you decide.
This is 660 AM. The Answer.
Hi, this is Kevin Christ with the KPC Financial Show.
And I'm Karen Christ, his better half.
You said it, honey.
And we are the founders of KPC Financial Solutions. We want to invite you to listen every Sunday at 5 p.m. to our KPC Financial Show, where we will share with you the 7 strategies for successful retirement and how to tailor-make your retirement blueprint.
So join us right here every Sunday at 5 p.m. on 660 AM The Answer.
Hey, y'all, this is Shane Bell, the co-host of the Dr. Lucy Show.
And this is Dr. Lucy reminding you to tune in each Sunday from 9 to 10 p.m. for the all-new Dr. Lucy Show.
Our goal is to inform, stir the air with perspectives on education, and have a good time in the process.
Visit our website at thedrlucyshow.com for our guest speakers and weigh in on topics you would like to hear explored.
Right here on 660 AM The Answer.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML Mortgage Banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
I used to love wearing dresses and shorts. Then I started getting spider veins, and even worse, those embarrassing, bulging, varicose veins. For a while, I covered up my legs. But then I discovered Vein Clinics of America.
Vein Clinics of America is the oldest, largest, most experienced vein treatment center in the U.S. And for 35 years, they've been the leading expert in the treatment of vein disease. Using state-of-the-art laser and minimally invasive treatments, they can begin restoring the natural beauty of your legs in as little as an hour with no downtime, and most treatments are covered by your insurance.
My legs look great and feel great. I even love wearing summer dresses and shorts again.
Make sure your legs look and feel their best for summer. Call now and schedule a free fast-track consultation to find out how you can finally get rid of those embarrassing varicose and spider veins. Space is limited, so call 800-780-1975. That's 800-780-1975. 800-780-1975.
I'm Nick Soboleski, a Select Quote agent with a true story that could save you hundreds of dollars a year. A woman named Linda just called. Her husband, Ray, has a $300,000 group life insurance policy, but is changing jobs and can't take it with him. Well, I shopped the many highly rated term life insurance companies we represent and found Ray, who is 41 and takes medication to control his cholesterol, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $27 a month. That's almost twice the coverage for less than half of what he had paid. If SelectQuote hasn't shopped for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-471-6845. That's 800-471-6845. 800-471-6845 or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Your price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
It's after 5 o'clock and you're driving home from another day at the office. Wouldn't it be nice if your advertising was working around the clock? And if you came into the office the next day with some new business to work on? That would be great, right? Here at 660 AM The Answer, we talk to business owners every day, and they all want the same thing: positive word of mouth. They want people talking about them in a good way. Well, we've done that for businesses all across the Metroplex. That's why you hear commercials from many of the same advertisers day after day. It's because advertising on 660 AM The Answer works, and we can do that for your business. Imagine your commercial running in shows you listen to each day, like John David Wells, Mark Davis, or Sean Hannity. Now, it's not right for everybody, and we'll tell you if it's not. We value clients that have the same high ethical standards that we hold dear. If this sounds good to you, go to 660amtheanswer.com and click on Advertise with Us, and it will give you some more information. Then just give us a call or shoot us an email. Thanks.
A reminder, we have a free Money Matters retirement seminar in Plano August 1st, Fort Worth August 2nd, or Rockwall August 12th. Find out if you have enough to retire on, how to plan for retirement cash flow, what you can do to help your retirement portfolio grow when possible, while also helping protect it from a stock market crash, the best time to take Social Security, and so much more. Let Money Matters help create your path to financial peace of mind. Register now at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net, or call 800-994-0302.
You can listen on the go. Find us on iHeartRadio. 660 AM, The Answer. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is The Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to The Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. As you may remember, I spoke vehemently against what is supposed to be a brand new series on HBO called Confederate. It is a poorly, what's the word I'm trying to get a hold of here? It's a poorly conceived idea of some way of changing history to portray something that did not happen, and building it around the most egregious wound in the history of the United States. That being the Civil War. In this particular case, the series is expected to explore what would happen if the North and South had fought to a standoff. And theoretically, what would have ended up happening is that the Mason-Dixon line would have become a demilitarized zone, and the two societies would have lived side by side under different circumstances, and what indeed would have happened had that been the case. It is nothing more than a colossal vehicle for scab picking and for the reintroduction of egregious racism in the United States of America, something that we obviously don't need. Very much like unto this poorly conceived HBO mess, in the last couple of weeks, I have noticed not one but two opinion pieces in the Dallas Morning News. This one by James Chase Sanchez, a contributor to the Dallas Morning News, talking about how Confederate memorials symbolize racism and they belong in history museums. As Dallas debates whether to take down statues of Confederate soldiers, some argue these men fought honorably and the memorials to them should remain. Sanchez magnanimously agrees by saying the statues shouldn't be removed on the grounds that Confederate leaders were particularly villainous. They should be removed because of the racist symbolism embedded in their commemoration and creation. And then Mr. Sanchez leaps into some professorial spewage of history. Let's start with some history, he says. The Confederate War Memorial in Dallas was constructed in 1896, 31 years after the Civil War ended. The Robert E. Lee Park in Dallas was established in 1909, 44 years after the Civil War ended. Why were these memorials and parks created so long after the war if they were supposedly created to memorialize the men who fought honorably? History teaches us that these memorials were not erected to honor Confederate soldiers, but rather they corresponded with the rebirth of the KKK at the turn of the 20th century. Members of the KKK and their sympathizers commissioned Confederate memorials to embody the idea of white supremacy, as many historians have noted. A famous example of this is the carving of the Confederate memorial at Stone Mountain, Georgia, which coincided with the rebirth of the KKK there in 1915. The KKK held annual treks to the top of Stone Mountain throughout much of the early parts of the 20th century. One of the main leaders in building the memorial, Caroline Helen Jemison Plain, even proposed to add a KKK figure to the memorial. Her design was denied, thankfully. People and organizations related to the KKK constructed these memorials decades after the Civil War to appropriate history for their contemporary racist ideologies. The controversial nature surrounding the production of Confederate memorials is not only the only problem, the other is that these memorials and statues truly symbolize racism. Some might argue that these memorials portray heritage and history, much like they argue the same for the Confederate flag, but they are wrong for two reasons. One, the history of the Confederacy is the story of racism in America. The two cannot be untangled. And two, people employ symbols of the Confederacy to represent bigotry. That, sir, Mr. Sanchez, that, sir, is your opinion. As a matter of fact, all of this is your opinion. Further, I would say that your entire ideology surrounding the creation of these memorials and so on and so forth is at least obsolete. You're talking about these memorials being created at the turn of the century, the turn of the 20th century. I don't know if you've looked at a calendar recently, Mr. Sanchez, but it's now the 21st century. And I would very much be interested in the latest news that you might be able to cobble up from the latest KKK meeting anywhere in the American South. In fact, if you really want to get into a good article about what the very latest contemporary things are happening in the KKK, you need to go to Illinois, which has the largest functioning chapter of the Ku Klux Klan in the United States. That, by the way, in case you don't know, Mr. Sanchez, is north of the Mason-Dixon line. All right, you southern redneck, if these particular monuments and so on and so forth don't represent bigotry, and if indeed you say that the Confederacy and bigotry cannot be untangled, what is your reasoning? What are your principles? Glad you asked. Most Yankees, like Mr. Sanchez here, don't seem to want to remember that there was abundant slavery north of the Mason-Dixon line during the Civil War, and that the Emancipation Proclamation affected almost as many slaves north of that line as it did south of that line. If you don't believe me, a quick perusal of the state history of Delaware should do the trick. Further, the propaganda of the victor becomes the history of the vanquished. This fits neatly into the revisionist history of the Democrat Party in the American South. Because as all of us know, all of the virulent, nasty racists, the ones that gave us the 1965 Voting Rights Act, the 1965 Civil Rights Act, all that virulent, ridiculous racism was among a group of men known as Dixiecrats. That the name of their party started with a D and ended with the word Kratz belies the fact that it was indeed a vibrant part of the Democrat Party, just like the KKK was a vibrant part of the Democrat Party. May I remind you of Senator Robert Byrd? Oh, of West Virginia. I'm sorry. Was West Virginia north of the Mason-Dixon line? Let me think. Yeah. All right. Propaganda of the victor becomes the history of the vanquished. I got that. Okay, so on and so forth. Now tell me about that Southern racism again. I was horrified when I read the state constitutions of the Confederacy. I had never seen anything so cruel and vicious and racist and bigoted and so on and so forth in any part of my life ever. That's why when I started comparing those documents to the documents of the United States of America, the absence of racist language in those august papers of Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and so on belied a completely different understanding of the realities of government than their analogs of the state governments of the Confederate South. In fact, I believe that slavery and even bigotry are indeed crimes against humanity. I believe that slavery and bigotry are indeed crimes against humanity. Well, what about these Confederate soldiers' memorials and the Confederate battle flag and all? What do they stand for me? They certainly don't stand for bigotry, and they certainly don't stand for treason. Here's what those symbols stand for me. The soldiers carved in granite and other stones that decorate the battlefields of the South represent the men who fought successfully, by the way, in most cases, against an overreaching federal government that came through these parts, raping, killing, burning everything in their path. It's a damn good thing that the South lost the Civil War for a lot of reasons, but not the least of which is William Tecumseh Sherman would have been hung from the highest tree in the South as a war criminal after what he did on his way through Georgia in the March to the Sea. So those monuments of Southern heritage and history, they stand for something a bit different now. They stand as a reminder that there were men who stood against the overreaching, tyrannical, oppressive federal government of the United States. At a time in the country where total oppression was what they were all about. That's my opinion, Mr. Sanchez. At least as valid as yours. This is the Wells Report.
Just look at them, having a great time. To think 6 weeks ago, I was just installed. All it took was one last spilled drink on their old dingy carpet, and they had enough of him. Thank goodness. They got the professionals at Adair's Fine Floors in here, and just look at me. I'm gorgeous. I'm not just your average wood floor. I take crazy traffic like a pro, and it's all because my homeowners called Adair's Fine Floors. Susan and Richard Adair came in, talked to the family, figured out what their needs were, and helped them find the perfect floor to fit their lifestyle. Adair's Fine Floors has a large selection with free sample checkouts, and they chose me. That's not all. Just look around. The coordinating accessories suggested by Adair's Floors. That rug over there? Yep, Adair's Floors. They offer free design and decorating assistance too, giving the home just the right look. Visit adairsfloors.com to get your home started on the right look for you. That's adairsfloors.com.
If you're a CPAP user, soap and water cleaning may leave harmful bacteria, viruses, and mold that can make you sick. That alone will keep you up at night. Until now, SoClean.com is the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. SoClean kills 99.9% of all CPAP germs without soap, water, harsh chemicals, or even equipment disassembly. And now you can try it risk-free for 30 days. Call 1-800-953-4545.
SoClean changed the CPAP experience for the better. My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean's revolutionary design makes it easy to clean your CPAP and protect you against CPAP-related illnesses. Plus, SoClean works with all popular CPAP devices to clean them in minutes. It really is that easy. Don't risk your health. Call SoClean.com now to try it risk-free for 30 days. Call 1-800-953-4545. This offer won't last. Call now. 800-953-4545. 800-953-4545.
Warning. If you're drowning in debt you can't afford, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to pay it all back, because you don't. What the credit card companies don't want you to know is that there's actually a way to get debt-free without paying off your entire debt or going bankrupt. If you have $5,000 or more in credit card debt, you now have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. For free information, call Credit Associates now. 1-800-600-8199. We'll even show you how much money you could save. If you can't afford to pay off all your debt, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to. Call Credit Associates now for free information on how to get debt-free faster than you ever thought possible without debt consolidation or bankruptcy. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk. For free information, call now. 1-800-600-8199. That's 1-800-600-8199. 1-800-600-8199.
Message and data rates may apply.
Attention, it is illegal to text and drive. So if you're experiencing hair loss and you want a permanent solution, please pull over now, because an incredible offer that could give you your hair back is just one text away. Bosley is the world's most experienced hair restoration expert, always pioneering the latest technology. And now, we're giving everyone who texts the word GROW to 543-543, an absolutely free information kit that reveals just how easy and affordable this permanent solution really is. Don't wait. When you text GROW to 543-543, we'll also give you a gift certificate for $250 off. Millions of men and women have come to Bosley for a permanent solution to hair loss. So pull over now and see for yourself how great your hair could look with an absolutely free information kit. Text GROW to 543-543. Plus, get a free gift certificate. This amazing offer is just one text away. GROW to 543-543.
Acme Home Insurance.
Yes, I'd like to make a claim.
What are you wanting to claim, sir?
My air conditioner broke down.
Sorry, but your home insurance doesn't cover air conditioner breakdowns.
So what do you cover?
Home damage from things like earthquakes, volcanoes, a zombie apocalypse.
A zombie apocalypse? But that'll never happen.
But if it did, you'd be covered, sir.
But not my air conditioner?
I'm afraid not.
But his air conditioner could have been covered with a home warranty from American Home Shield, plus major components of 20 other home systems and appliances, like his electrical system, plumbing, refrigerator, and more. For valuable free information, call 1-800-400-5602. Homeowners insurance can cover what might happen.
Zombies are coming!
But a home warranty helps cover what will happen.
Now the dryer won't work.
Be sure with the Shield. American Home Shield. For valuable free information, call 1-800-400-5602. That's 1-800-400-5602. 1-800-400-5602.
Dallas, Fort Worth's home for stimulating talk. 660 AM, The Answer. The Wells Report is on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. I want to thank Randy for calling me on the telephone. He reminded me, I said that the Emancipation Proclamation freed just as many slaves in the North as it did in the South. And Randy reminded me that in point of fact, it did not. The Emancipation Proclamation came out in January of 1863. The slaves in the North were not freed until the 13th Amendment to the Constitution of the United States in December of 1865. Isn't it strange? Governmental duplicity coming out of Washington, D.C. How weird is that? Oh, wait. Not too weird at all, huh? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I still keep trying to figure out how come the U.S. Army is flying helicopters through America's municipalities. They're not live fire exercises, but they're firing blanks. I've always wondered what that was. Still haven't heard a story about it yet. But those exercises remain monuments to the military power of the federal government of the United States. And as long as the monuments of those free flights through America's southern municipalities continue, I suggest that what we do is we keep these Confederate war memorials intact to remind people that there were men who stood up in the face of the federal government of the United States and its military and survived the following onslaught. Now, I'm going to review this for you because I'm not standing up for bigotry or slavery or any of that. I am standing up for Southern heritage. The battle flag of the Army of Northern Virginia is a symbol that we can stand in the face of an overreaching, oppressive federal government. That's what those statues mean to me. That's what that flag means to me. I believe that bigotry and slavery are both crimes against humanity and should be banished as such. But those crimes against humanity should never be completely erased. Or the sad truth is that humanity will find a way to repeat those crimes. That's why when you go to Auschwitz, you see buildings and crematoriums and Dachau and all of those places. That's why you don't get rid of those things. You leave them in place. Food for thought from a man of the South and a fierce patriot of the United States of America. Back with more in just a moment. This is the Wells Report.
Hello, Howard Garrett, the Dirt Doctor here. I got a little show on the weekends, Sunday morning, and it's about natural organic gardening. We talk about landscaping and pest control. We talk about tree care. We talk about specific pest control on some things where other people say there are no solutions. Things like oak wilt, rose rosette, crepe myrtle bark scale, and fungal canker on Italian cypress. Join me every Sunday morning, 8 to 11, right here on 660 AM, The Answer.
From Plano to Denton down to Louisville too. Hot-Finds has it. Also in McKinney, we'll prove it to you. Hot-Finds has it.
And on behalf of everyone at Hofheinz Chevrolet in Plano and Louisville, we'd like to thank you for voting Hofheinz the Consumer's Choice Auto Group of the Year for the 9th consecutive year. It goes to show when you give your customers a great selection, everyday low prices, and award-winning service after the sale, good things happen. Like you voting Hofheinz the best auto group in North Texas. And now at Hofheinz Chevrolet, save really big on one of the best selections in Texas. For more, click to HofheinzChevyLouisville.com or HofheinzChevyPlano.com, or find new roads to Hofheinz Chevrolet in Plano at Cloak Road and Plano Parkway, and in Louisville, Hofheinz Chevrolet on I-35.
Attention business owners. Are you struggling while waiting for your customers to pay on their net 30s, 60s, or 90s? Can't get a business loan because you have no equity, bad credit, or no credit at all? Then you need to call AmeriFactors. Get cash right now for your invoices instead of getting turned down by the banks or taking out a high-interest business loan. There is nothing to pay back. We simply buy your accounts receivable, and if those clients don't pay on those invoices, we take the loss. You have already been paid. We don't give you funds based on your credit. We give you funds based on your accounts receivable. Go buy that new equipment, hire those new employees, or use the working funds to bid on jobs you never thought you could go after. With AmeriFactors, there is no more waiting for your customers to pay. We give you the working funds while we wait for the net 30s, 60s, and 90s. Fund your business today with AmeriFactors by calling 800-698-9150. That's 800-698-9150. Or text FACTOR to 41411. That's FACTOR to 41411. And simply click the link to call and get funds within 48 hours.
Amazing to realize, but you know, it's been almost 2 years I've been talking with you about Relief Factor, and I can tell you I've been continually inundated with testimonials. This is Michael Medved, and I've received thousands of testimonials that come in telling me how excited people are to be out of pain, like Bob from Ohio, who writes, I had a herniated disc in my back in 1984. I started taking Relief Factor, and for the first time, I have been completely out of constant, sometimes excruciating pain. I'm now able to work in the yard, around the house, and do my job in comfort. This is a great product. That's the end of the quote. If you're struggling with ongoing back or neck pain, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, or general muscle pain, aches, pains of any kind, do what tens of thousands of others have done so successfully. Go to ReliefFactor.com and order their 3-week quick start for just $19.95. 1-800-500-8384. That's 1-800-500-8384.
Warning, if you've recently declared bankruptcy, you're going to want to cover your ears, because there's an alternative to bankruptcy, and it could be better than you'd ever think possible. But if you've already declared bankruptcy and have missed this opportunity, you'll want to cover your ears now. Here it is. Right now, the company that has resolved more credit card debt than anyone in the U.S. may be able to settle your debt too. You can resolve your debt with one low monthly program payment. If you call right now and qualify, Freedom Debt Relief will show you how low your monthly program payment could be for free. Call now. 1-800-600-1637. That's 1-800-600-1637. If you're struggling with debt, this could be your answer. And the bigger your debt, the more money you could save. To find out for free how much of your hard-earned money Freedom Debt Relief could help you save, call now. 1-800-600-1637. 1-800-600-1637. 1-800-600-1637.
Sean Hannity here for my friends at Generator Supercenter, the great American story. Now, this started in 2005 with two brothers selling and repairing generators out of their garage in Texas. Today, they are the #1 Generac dealer in the nation. #1 means more savings for you. When the power goes down, keep your home or business up and running with a Generac standby power system from the Generator Supercenter. Financing available, payments as low as $100 a month. GeneratorSupercenter.com. That's GeneratorSupercenter.com.
Learn a little something at the start of your day. The Mark Davis Show. Mornings 7 to 10 on 660 AM. The Answer. Now, a Texas radio tradition. The Friday Flameout on the Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
It's the Friday Flameout, your opportunity to whine, moan, groan, complain, gripe, grouse, express your extreme displeasure with whatever it is that drove you the craziest this week, up to and including anything I may have said. I, your helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, thrifty, great, clean, reverend announcer. Call us 866-660-5759. Call us right this second. A little bit of a fumble in that one. It's a little, yeah, I was sitting there going, gosh, I'm doing this perfectly, and then I fumbled. Just the way that works. 866-660-5759. It's time for the Friday Flameout. This is where you get to complain about anything that happened in the United States of America. Anything. You get to complain about anything in the United States of America that happened. Like you can complain about John McCain because he's a jerk. And I'm really looking forward to him going back to Arizona, kicking cancer, and retirement. I'm really looking forward to John McCain going home, kicking cancer, and never being heard from again. Aren't you? I truly am. That guy has worn out his welcome with me. 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. We ran out of time to do a lot of things that we wanted to do today on the Wells Report. One of them was, where do you want to retire? I think I'm going to retire in Big Bend. I think that's where I'm going to go. Right, I'm going to get a place right next to the river. You know, watch that river go by. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it go by. I'm going to be on the east bank of the river, so that the sun glistens off the water. Somewhere in Big Bend. That's where I'm going to be. And I was going to talk about that. And then Vicky, being Vicky, who is an accomplished woman without peer, okay, and understands exactly her place in space. She said, there is an article here that I want to talk about having to do with how do you order your steak? And Vicky said, it's not just how you order your steak, but who pays for it. Right? And Vicky, of course, being an incredibly attractive woman who, is used to having people buy her steak, looked at me and then said, and when are you going to buy me a steak? It's not going to be long. There will be a steak bought and paid for the lovely Vicky Stifer. By the way, I eat my steaks the same way. I eat my steaks medium rare. Thank you very much. Unless they're serving the 3-inch thick ones. Okay, the 3-inch thick ones I order medium because the 3-inch thick ones are raw in the middle, and I want a little heat to be in the middle, okay? Not I don't want it cooked, I just want it hot, all right? Just saying. But medium rare is how you eat a steak. And by the way, I will give you the world's greatest steak recipe. Are you ready? Find yourself a good top sirloin steak. I don't like New York strips. I like top sirloins. I don't like bones. T-bones are nice, but I don't like bones. I want a good top sirloin steak. It needs to be exactly 1.5 inches thick. It needs to be more lean than marbled, and it needs to be cooked on a very hot grill. Okay? Are you listening? This is your steak recipe for you. You sear one side until you get really good grill marks. Then you flip it over. On that side only, well, actually on that side, what you do is you sprinkle salt, pepper, garlic powder, and then what you do is you sprinkle Worcestershire sauce over the top of the steak. Now some of it will pour off the steak and hit the either burners in your propane grill or the briquettes, and add that nice Worcestershire smelling smoke onto the steak. It's really, really good. Then what you do is you take that steak and you let it sear hard on the other side as well, and then you flip it over and turn it almost 90 degrees. You want there to be kind of like a diagonal set of grill marks on the first side. And you press the steak down on the grill so that the grill marks are equal. And then you put salt, pepper, garlic powder, not garlic salt, garlic powder, and Worcestershire sauce on that side. And then what you do is you wait for that side to, it's not quite as long as the other side because that side essentially is cooked. So it's already cooked once, and now what you're doing is you're basically just putting a really good set of searing marks in it, real grill marks in it, so that the grill marks are equal. So that's about half the amount of time. Then you flip it back over and then press the steak again, and then just pour some more Worcestershire sauce on the first side. What you end up with is a perfectly grilled, medium rare top sirloin steak that you will never, ever forget. It is the most delicious thing I've ever put in my mouth. And then if you back that up with a really good iceberg lettuce salad with iceberg lettuce, red onions, cucumbers, tomatoes, maybe just a few slices of radish and some carrot, a little bit of red cabbage if you want. A nice chilled salad like that with your favorite, I like Chipotle Ranch. Chipotle Ranch. And then a very good, but not too good, in other words, a very nice, but not expensive bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon. You have to find a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon that is easily found, but is very good. Now, all of us who drink wine have our favorite Cabernets that fit that description. They're anywhere between $15 and $20, and they're very, very good, but they're not too expensive. And I do that because it's a nod to the gods. Don't want to be too highfalutin with your steak and salad if you get my drift. And then what you do is you eat your steak. And you eat that salad. With iceberg lettuce, not mixed field greens. Those are weeds, okay? If they were sprayed with Roundup first before they were picked, they're weeds. Mixed field greens. What a crock. Do I mind a little bit of romaine in an iceberg salad? No, I don't. I think it's fine. Put a little bit of spinach. Chop some spinach in there and just sprinkle it around in the salad. That's good too. But I swear to God, if I see one more dandelion flipping leaf in my salad, I'm going to have a freaking meltdown. It's a weed. Which, by the way, seamlessly takes us back to the Friday Flameout, where you can complain about anything you want to. And you'll get extra points if you complain about those dang mixed field green frickin' stupid ass salads. which are not salads. It's a collection of weeds. It's not a collection of weeds because we take our mixed field greens and we sprinkle some broccoli in there and some bacon. Oh, God. First of all, broccoli is not food. It's a garnish. And there's nothing wrong with a little bit of bacon in your salad. But now you're starting to really pound on the calories now. Okay? You put bacon in a salad, you're beginning to get away from the reason you have a salad. And whatever you do, when you make this salad out of iceberg and romaine, I forgot to tell you to put romaine in it. And maybe just chop up some spinach leaves and sprinkle that all over the top of the salad. Please don't take that salad from the chopping block to the table. Don't do it. Put it back in the refrigerator for at least an hour and put it in a glass bowl. Do I sound like a jerk right now? I don't sound like a jerk, do I? I mean, I'm not asking too much, am I? I mean, that's the perfect steak. I mean, what did I get wrong on that? I mean, that's about right, right? You know the salad bowls that I miss are those Pyrex ones, you know, that are white glass on the inside and colored glass on the outside. I miss those. My mom had one of those. And I missed we had a green one and a blue one. And I always liked it when they put the salads in the blue one. It's tasty. It tasted better. Well, it did. I can't help it if I'm being sappy. What do you think of my steak recipe? What do you think of my steak dinner recipe? There's no potatoes in it. Did you notice? It's paleo.
So you're right, though. The garlic, the black pepper, the salt. Everybody uses garlic salt. And
Don't
like,
use
no.
it. No. Garlic powder. What about Worcestershire sauce?
Love it.
Isn't it great on beef? Man, is that good.
I prefer filet mignon.
Do you? Well, I like filet mignon, especially the small ones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, because they make perfect breakfast steaks. You know, but when I'm really hungry for a steak, I want a top sirloin steak because I will go all day without eating in order to prepare myself to eat a real steak for a steak dinner. What kind of potatoes do you like with steak? I left potatoes out, right? Because it's really, really hard to make perfect scallop potatoes.
Oh, well, I just like crushed fingerlings.
Crushed fingerlings.
Yeah, you take a cookie sheet and you take your little red and gold potatoes and your little fingerling potatoes and you cut them in half and you mix them in some oil and some rosemary in a bowl. And then you put them on the cookie sheet and with a fork you just give them a little crush. And they get a crisp edge.
Yeah. Those are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like scallop potatoes with steak. I like French fries with steak, but they have to be cooked enough.
You are a hillbilly.
I am a hillbilly.
Let's go over here to Luby's after the show here and we'll get us a sirloin and some French fries.
Now wait just a darn minute. There's nothing wrong with sirloin steak and some French fries.
I think it should be Salisbury steak and French fries.
Well, that's true too. Yeah. Yeah, because the beef gravy spills over on the French fries and mixes and intermingles with the delicate flavors of your favorite ketchup. By the way, I have a report. The greatest ketchup in North Texas. Should I wait until after the commercials? I have found the greatest ketchup in North Texas. And you can't get it just anywhere.
What? You mean it's not John Kerry's wife's brand?
It is not Heinz 57 ketchup, although that's good if you get the organic kind that doesn't have high fructose corn syrup in it. I can't eat high fructose corn syrup in it, and for some reason, you can't find Miracle Whip without high fructose corn syrup, but you can find ketchup without high fructose corn syrup. Of those two, I really miss Miracle Whip. You know why? Because a ham sandwich with Miracle Whip on King's Hawaiian bread with some mustard, dang near orgasmic. I'm just saying. Well, it is. And a cold beer. Oh. You're listening to the Wells Report, the Friday Flameout. How come nobody's calling on the Friday? Will somebody complain about something? Or I'm going to complain about the fact that you're not complaining. This is the Wells Report.
Hi, this is Andy Tuttle, host of Tuttle Talk every Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer. We're in a real estate market where there's a lot of difficulty, but in difficulty, there's a lot of opportunity as well. Buying, selling, avoiding foreclosure, modifying your credit, all these things are so important to your livelihood. This show is dedicated to cutting through some of the big headlines that you see out there and teaching you how to win in any marketplace. Thank you for tuning in to Tuttle Talk every Sunday, 4 p.m. on 660 AM The Answer. I look forward to speaking with you.
Hey, y'all, this is Shane Bell, the co-host of the Dr. Lucy Show.
And this is Dr. Lucy reminding you to tune in each Sunday from 9 to 10 p.m. for the all-new Dr. Lucy Show.
Our goal is to inform, stir the air with perspectives on education, and have a good time in the process.
Visit our website at thedrlucyshow.com for our guest speakers and weigh in on topics you would like to hear explored.
Right here on 660 AM The Answer.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business, so make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
If you're young and healthy, you don't need life insurance, right? Yeah, that's what I used to think too, until my brother died at 38. Joe left his wife with 2 kids, a mortgage, and a stack of bills she couldn't pay. Mary had to sell the house and move everybody into this tiny 2-bedroom apartment just to make ends meet. I never want to do that to my wife, so I got life insurance. I called AIG Direct and was really surprised how affordable it is. Just $14 a month for $250,000 of term life coverage. Listen, if you have a family, you should seriously think about getting life insurance. You'll feel a lot better having it. Trust me.
Call AIG Direct for a free, no-obligation quote. The call takes less than 5 minutes, and you could save up to 70%. Call now, 1-800-700-6492. That's 1-800-700-6492. 1-800-700-6492.
Guys, are you tired of being tired? Frustrated because it seems impossible to lose belly fat? If you're looking for a solution, then listen to Mark.
I had fantastic results with the Andro 400 Max. Probably lost 35 pounds, and more impressive than that was the inches I lost off of my belly and my waist. And the increased energy is fantastic. I'll be totally honest, I tried a different product and I wasn't happy with the different product. You guys are considerably cheaper than the other brand, and I can really feel the difference.
Andro 400 Max, the extra strength, all natural testosterone booster. The safe, easy, and affordable way to gain energy and lose stubborn belly fat. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. Feel and look like a new man. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Hey, it's Mark Davis from my friends at Simple Sleep Services. If snoring is a problem in your life, and if it's a problem in your life, it's a problem for everybody in your life. Let's get the simplest, least invasive solution. That's what they did for me at Simple Sleep Services. What you have with Simple Sleep is a way to avoid implants and surgery and the CPAP device by just calling 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. They're in Dallas and Fort Worth. Insurance covers most folks. It's the Somnodent device. Simple appliance. They make it for you. They did one for me. You take it home, you pop it in, kiss your wife goodnight, and silent night. Absolutely fantastic. Diagnosis from a board-certified sleep physician. They have a home sleep study, so you're not in some lab. Call them for more information. 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. SimpleSleepServices.com. Wonderful people. I'm so glad I met them, and you will be too. 469-685-1700 or SimpleSleepServices.com.
Listen to us live on iHeartRadio, 660 AM. The Answer. If it's important to you, it's on the Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. This is the Friday Flame Out, your opportunity to whine, moan, groan, complain, gripe, grouse, express your extreme displeasure with whatever it is that drove you the craziest this week, up to and including anything I may have said. I, your helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, thirsty, brave, clean, and reverend announcer, or some announcer to be named later. The most delicious ketchup in North Texas can be found at the ranch at Las Colinas. It is perfect, especially when you pour a bunch of it into the venison chili. Yum, yum. Hey, speaking of hypocrite announcers, a conservative Iranian state television host who is known for being a proponent of strict Islamic dress is under fire. Apparently, she was on vacation in Switzerland and somebody shot a video of her drinking beer and not wearing a hijab on vacation. Her hair was exposed even. Yeah, her name is Namdari, Azadeh Namdari. She's a presenter and actress, has actively endorsed compliance with wearing the hijab, sorry. Well, there you go. Oops, hypocrisy strikes again. The executive producer of the Wells Report is Vicki Steifer. Technical director, conductor of the Wells Report Orchestra is Magic Matt Sweeney. My name is John David Wells. God bless you and yours. Have a wonderful weekend this weekend. Take good care of yourselves. Love each other. And we'll see you Monday for another edition of the Wells Report.
I used to love wearing dresses and shorts. Then I started getting spider veins, and even worse, those embarrassing, bulging, varicose veins. For a while, I covered up my legs. But then I discovered Vein Clinics of America.
Vein Clinics of America is the oldest, largest, most experienced vein treatment center in the U.S. And for 35 years, they've been the leading expert in the treatment of vein disease. Using state-of-the-art laser and minimally invasive treatments, they can begin restoring the natural beauty of your legs in as little as an hour with no downtime, and most treatments are covered by your insurance.
My legs look great and feel great. I even love wearing summer dresses and shorts again.
Make sure your legs look and feel their best for summer. Call now and schedule a free fast-track consultation to find out how you can finally get rid of those embarrassing varicose and spider veins. Space is limited, so call 800-780-1975. That's 800-780-1975. 800-780-1975.
Thinking about life insurance? What if you could make one free phone call and learn your best price from nearly a dozen highly rated, price-competitive companies? Well, that's exactly what happens when you call SelectQuote Life. For example, George is 40. He was getting sky-high quotes from other companies because he takes meds to control his blood pressure. But when I shopped around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $25 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino. And believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-721-4880. That's 800-721-4880. 800-721-4880. Or go to selectquote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at selectquote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Be in demand with a Master of Legal Studies degree from faith-based Trinity Law School in Southern California. Our fully accredited online Master of Legal Studies degree is for those who don't want to become a lawyer, but realize that knowledge of the